Them runners coming forward. That's it. Off and Racing just cleared the track in front of the start there as they make their way on their way down towards their first of 15 fences. And all they'll be jumping prominent early on as Lendersley Star has been followed towards the outside by Connor Line. They're then being chased by a line of 4 Venture Road down the outside. In between them races the Traditional Rock, and they're being followed next in the field by Fermacho. Inside that one races straight out as they climb out over that one. They're being followed by From Pillar to Post. Just in behind From Pillar to Post at this point races as they continue to make the climb on their way towards the next fence they'll be jumping, which is number 2, Fundamentally Right. Pele Live is towards that one's outside, and behind towards the back of the field is Mora and the overback marker at this point as they collide with the Bill at the top of the track there races Bombay Pash. So making their way downhill on their way to the back straight, and out front it's Connor Line and Donald O'Connor who share the way, being chased in second spot by Legendary Stardust and Rob James. Third position and behind these from Venture Road and Josh Burry, who's being chased as they make their way on the downhill run by Furniture and Shane Cotter. Straight out and Shane Butler come next, and just towards that one's outside races Traditional Rock and James Welsh. Further back in the field then to find From Pillar to Post. They're being followed by Pele Live. Behind Pele Live at this point races Fundamentally Right and further back to Mora, who's in company with the overback marker, which is Bombay Pash. Making their way now on the way into the bend, that's going to take them right towards the cross fence, which is number 3 they'll be meeting. And out front with the advantage, the pace continues to be dictated by Cotter Line, who has the advantage, being followed in second spot by Legendary Stars. Back in third behind these then races Fermacho, who in turn has been followed next in the field by Traditional Rock, and then straight out and further back to Venture Road. From Pillar to Post is next, with Pele Live, the white jacket towards the outside, and behind these as they climb out over number 4. They've been followed next up in the field by Mora, and further back then to find Fundamentally Right in company with Bombay Pash. So now they make their way on to go up to past the post, still 2 complete circuits ahead of them, and out front Cotter Line has the call by about a minute and a half to the second running Legendary Starters and Rob James. Third position and behind these then for Fermajo and Shane Cotter, who in turn has been followed by Traditional Rock and James Welsh. Next up and behind these then as they climb out over this one races Venture Road and Josh Burry. Pele Live was slightly awkward there in mid-division as they gun at a climb on their way towards fence number 7, and with the advantage it is Cotter Line who's over in front with the lead, being followed in second spot by Legendary Stardust. Furbaco's in third, and they're being followed next to the field in fourth by Traditional Rock, who in turn has been traced by From Pillar to Post and straight out and Pele Live and Venture Road. Mora is next, and they're being followed by an improving Bombay Pash. Fundamentally Right has dropped to be the overback marker. Continuing now to make their way on down along the back straight. The next one they'll be meeting, it'll be the cross fence again, fence number 8 this time. And out front, it is Cotter Line who has the call, being followed in second spot by Legendary Stardust. Back in third behind these is Fermacho, and they're being followed in fourth by the next one racing, which is Traditional Rock. The grey straight out is towards the inside of From Pillar to Post and out a little wider to find the next one racing, which is Pele Live. Venture Road in black and red is next, being followed by the green and black jacket of Bombay Pash, who's last but 2. They are the purple and black of Mora and the black and lime green cap of Fundamentally Right. Racing on towards fence number 8, and out front, over in front, it was Cotter Line who was over with the lead. Slight mistake there in mid-division from Pele Live, so they straighten on up, and up front it is with the advantage Cotter Line from Legendary Status in second. Back in third behind these is Farmer Show, and they in turn have been followed next in the field by the green jacket of Traditional Rock. Next up and behind these then races the grey. That one is straight out, and they in turn have been followed a couple of lengths further back by From Pillar to Post, is just ahead of that one in fact. Further back and behind these then there's a break of a few lengths to find Bombay Padders next with Pele Live. Reminders for straight out as they head out in their final circuit with 5 more to jump. Behind Pele Live at this point races Fundamentally Right, Venture Road and Mora. Out over the fence that was fighting the finish, where there was a mistake by straight out, who was beginning to struggle at the time in any case, but survives as they race on now towards the top of the track towards their 4th last fence. And over in front with the advantage, it is still Cotter Line who has the call. Pele Live is dropped quickly out to almost be the back marker now, as they make their way up to the top of the track and shortly turn left-handed race downhill. And out front with the advantage, it is Cutter Line who has the call, being followed by Legendary Status. Back in third behind these is 4yo, and they're being followed next in the field by Traditional Rock, who in turn has been followed by an improving Bombay Pash. Further back and behind them then to find from pillar to post, and next up and behind these comes a Riddle Long, fundamentally right in front to Straight Out. They're clear over Redshire Road and Pele Live. Making their way now. On their way into the bottom bend, they have 3 fences and all left to be jumped. The next one they'll be meeting the cross fence, and out front it is close to call up front between Legendary Status towards the inside. Around the outside is Traditional Rock, and just in between horses and now driven along is Cutter Line. They're being followed by Firma Joe, who's continuing to make ground. Next up and behind these then is Bombay Pash. Here's the third last for Legendary Status, over safely with the advantage. Being followed back in second spot by Firma Joe, Traditional Rock in third. Bombay Pack continues to stay on in fourth. They're being followed then by Cutter Line. Here's the second last, and over in front with the advantage, it will be with the advantage Legendary Status from Firma Joe in second spot. Back in third behind these then is Bombay Pack. Here's the final fence, and over in front there's precious little to choose between them. It's Firma Joe the near side. Over the far side is Legendary Stardust. Bombay Pack's coming between them. Firma Joe the near side. From over the far side, Legendary Stardust. Firma Joe will get the job done for Dennis Murphy and Shane Cotter. Tight second and third between Legendary Stardust far side. Near side was Bombay Pack. They've been followed in next in the field by Traditional Rock Inc., who went by in company with from pillar to post. Also completing was Fundamentally Right, and then came Cutter Line, the long time leader, in front of Straight Out, who is in fact the final finisher. Both putting up before the second last fence were Redshire Road, and also putting up was Pele Live.